So kind of moving on, of course, you have two important factors, and there's some people that make it happen in between. So Victor, on the one end for you, we have affiliate managers, and on the other end, we have traffic managers and your relationships there. So what would you say is the key to success here in those relationships? What benefits are you able to get, and what kind of involvement do you need and expect?
Indeed, of course, as a media buyer, you're supposed to do well with a lot of different relationships all around you, like 360. Traffic managers, ad server, tracking, hosting, reporting, spy tools. There's a lot of things that can make your game better. But I think the most important relationship is still the one that you have with the offer side, typically via an affiliate manager. Because in the end, you could be the best media buyer in the world with the best funnel and optimization skills. But if you send all that traffic to the wrong offer or in the wrong way, or you don't learn anything from the back end, then nothing of that really is going to matter. That's why it's important to have a good relationship with your AM and understand how your traffic performs overall. In the end, like in advertising, I've been with different hats and different industries. Advertising is a people's business. That's something that we all know. And I see too often that there's many types of media buyers, but there's one in particular that, that we know as the common archetype of the geeky or the hermit media buyer that doesn't talk to anyone and just focuses on their numbers. But those people are kind of missing on the bigger picture. Because if you're not talking to at least some of the key people around you, then you're not going to move forward, or at least you're going to yield a lot of advantage to other media buyers that are doing that part of the work. We have worked actually with a lot of affiliate networks in the years, and I see that very few actually can give you a solid understanding on how your traffic performs in the backend, or they're able to give you any feedback at all, to be honest. And in the end, the feedback that matters most for you is the one that you can use to target differently or to make changes in your campaigns. And that's why the AMs also should be knowledgeable about the traffic side. It is very important because, for one, you're going to get better payouts if you do the right thing more consistently. So you're going to make more money, but also you're going to get the right feedback. And eventually, this is a long-term business. So you need to understand what sources are doing better for you, which ones you can actually double down and go into big commitments when you optimize your traffic. You don't want to be constantly adjusting your bids because your payout keeps decreasing or increasing or changing all the time. And worse yet, for example, if you really are doing pretty well, then at some point you're going to have a lot of flat buys. Usually that means you're going to pay a flat fee for, let's say, 30 days. Imagine if 1 week or 2 weeks into that, you get a pay decrease of 30% out of the blue. And imagine your profit margin was already struggling, then good luck with that. So I suggest any affiliates to really early on start with tagging the traffic, like I mentioned before, and have this flowing conversation with your affiliate manager, because that will help you a lot when it comes to understanding that other side of the traffic that as media buyers usually we don't always see. And it's not just about that, of course. When you work with affiliate networks, you also want to be getting the right technical support and uptime for the offers. Otherwise, if you're going to be buying all that expensive traffic and you're sending it nowhere, like we see sometimes that goes to 404, that's a bit like the nightmare that wakes me up sometimes in the night. Or you see the redirects go to landing pages that take forever to load, especially if you're running mobile, then that's never going to work out for you in the long term. Just make sure that you're working with a professional affiliate network and the right reporting and feedback is in place, and then focus on the media buying side by implementing those feedbacks, and just try to look at it always from a win-win partnership. You have your part to focus on the traffic side, and your AM has his own side as well of the curation. So together you can do better, I would say.
Nice note to wrap up the conversation on. And Paul, for you as well, how important are the relationships in this industry? So I don't know whether it's with your top affiliates, other advertisers, competitors. It is a rather tight-knit community. What's your take on this?
Well, I can agree with a lot of the stuff that Victor said. I think there is a lot of competition. There's a lot of players in the dating industry. So from my experience, it doesn't work to just behave like a robot, so to say. I think the real success stories, from my point of view, also the relationship with our top affiliates, is really human. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of conversation. There's a lot of explaining as much as possible what the other side is doing or what the other side needs. We try, and I think we do a pretty good job to train the dating affiliate managers at Advidi to really think like affiliates, to understand affiliates. Also, we have dedicated dating affiliate managers, so they get specialized more and more, and we try to constantly improve our way of working with affiliates. So, like Victor said, sharing as much information as possible from the advertiser side. So, information about sub IDs, advising them on which geos do well lately, and I think that is kind of a key factor into making it to the next level or not. I'm not saying you cannot make a good buck by not doing it, but if you really want to succeed, I think that you cannot not spend time and energy on the human relationship side of it. We try to do our best. We keep growing. We keep rolling out new features, sharing new information with affiliates. Might there be something, someone in this webinar who has any feedback for us or any tips or, well, that's more than welcome. This basically never stops. So, and of course, this feedback is most important from our current and future clients. So more than welcome.